Well, this video is not going the way I want it to go, but yeah, I'm filming it. Hello beautiful people, welcome to my channel. It's the first time on my channel, welcome for the first time. This is not your first time, welcome back. Wait, something is not here. Oh, hold up. What's a learn with me video without my glasses? Now let's begin. Hello there, if this is the first time on my channel, welcome. This is not your first time and you've been here for a while. I'm pretty sure you know what the glasses mean. Every time we pull up the glasses for the sit down video, you know it's a learn with me video. I've missed doing this type of videos for so long, but I just didn't have the time when I was in school to sit down and film them with me videos. So I just like, you know, I took a break, but now we're getting back into it slowly but surely. So I decided to like, you know, come up and start learning with me videos, but with books. Okay, we're going to be diving and learning so many things about books because I love talking about books, and then mashing learn with me video with a book video. 4 plus 4 is what? Period. 8 and left no crumbs. Let's be serious for once. Okay, so I'm going to be talking about book terms that I believe every book lover should know and be familiar with. Some of these terms I just you know, I just discovered them for the first time. That's why it's very important to always Google random stuff and do research. I'm that type. I don't know if I qualify to be a nerd, but let's get into this video. So I'm going to be discussing just 10 terms in this video. I want to make it really quick and short. I don't want to keep you here for too long. Honestly, if you love listening to me talk, you even feel that we are going to be here for, you know, that long. First term is ARC, which is spelled A-R-C. This is a preview copy or early readers copy. The book is not out yet, but then some readers are given this copy of the book, you know, to read ahead of the day of publication. So you might see a lot of booktubers or booktokers or bookstagrammers talk about receiving ARCs. It's not yet out, but some readers get early access to the book before it's being published. Some authors have ARC copies of their books, so a lot of bookstagrammers that I follow receive this type of books. Also, they have for, you know, ebooks as well. But yeah, this is what an ARC means. If you're hearing for the very first time, at least now you know it. Let me know if you're familiar with any of the terms I'm going to discuss in this video in the comment section. So I talked about booktube, booktuber, bookstagrammers, and booktokers receiving ARC copies. Now the next term I want to define is BOOKTOK, bookstagrammers, booktuber, all of the same. Now depending on the platform that the person is on, we just have book and we just had the other side of it. So instead of saying Instagram, we just had book, then the Instagram is there. Instead of saying TikTok, we say BOOKTOK. Instead of saying YouTube, we say BooktUbe. This is just the book side of every of this social media platform. So we have booktubers, people who create videos concerning books or relating to books, reading vlogs, book challenges, all those stuff. They create book videos, simple and short. Same thing as every other platform for Instagram and TikTok. You know, Instagram is more like the photo version or the short form content of it, like just like TikTok is, but YouTube is more like the long form. If you also have booktubers that you love or booktokers that you love, I do, let me know in the comment section as well. Another term is trope. Trope is more or less like the theme of the book. Do you understand? So like as a romance girly, there are different tropes in the romance genre. Is it genre? Ugh, I have issue pronouncing this word, but yeah, there are different tropes in the romance section. There's a fake dating, there's a brother's best friend, there's the friends to lovers, there's the enemies to lovers, there's second chance. It's just the theme of the book. Like me, if I don't want to know what the book's about, I want to know the tropes in the book so I'll know if I'm going to go ahead. You see tropes like age gap, absolutely no, I don't want it, thank you. So there's so many tropes. Okay, so tropes are just like defining the theme or the plots, not necessarily the plot, but like the theme of the book. So it's just written around that, you know, theme. Do you understand? Okay, next term is mood reader. Now I am a mood reader, so it'll be wrong for me not to talk about what mood reader means. Now mood reader is someone who reads according to the way they feel, according to their mood. I just look at my shelf. If there's anything speaking to me, I just, you know, pick it up and read. Do you understand? I don't necessarily have to create a list. If I create a list of books, like if I have a TBR, to be honest, I'm not gonna follow it. I'm a mood reader, so I'm just gonna go with what I feel like reading at that time. Now next term is TBR. Like I said, being a mood reader, if I create a list of books, that's a TBR, to be read list. I won't follow it. Okay, so TBR are to be read list. These are certain books that you put on a list that you feel like reading, or you feel like, oh yeah, I'm going to get to this book soon, or okay, these are the books I want to read this month, these are the books I want to read this year, these are the books I want to read this season. You can have fall TBR, summer TBR, October TBR, January TBR. You can have 2023 TBR, to be read list. These are books that are on that list. Okay, yeah, it's just a list of books that you plan on reading soon or later. Who cares? As long as it's on your TBR, it's fine. You're going to get to it eventually. Another term I want to talk about is backlist. Now, a lot of people have their favorite authors. Now, imagine I discover Christina Lauren just recently and I'm like, oh my gosh, I love her books. I love her writing and I think I want to read more of this person's books. So when you decide to research for old books that this person has written, that is the backlist. These are just old books that have been published by a particular author. So when someone says, oh, I still have to read this author's backlist, these are books that the author has written before or prior to the particular book that you read. Older books, that's the point. Older books that have been published by that author, that's the meaning of backlist. Did you know this before? Don't lie, tell me the truth. Tell me the truth. Okay, next two terms are kind of related and not kind of related. The first one is plot driven and the second one is character driven. So let's talk about plot driven first. So plot driven, primarily the plot is the one carrying the story. So in the story we are, concentrating or more focused on the plot of the book, of the story, and not so much about the characters. We are just focused on the plot. I'm trying to think of examples right now. None of them is coming to me, but I think books like thrillers, okay, we have a mystery to solve. Do you understand? There is a plot. We are following this particular plot play out as a story. Do you understand? The characters are just playing out that plot that the author has made or created for the story. Now, while character driven is focusing mainly on the characters, we are following the characters. Like, it doesn't necessarily have a plot as to, okay, this is the theme or this is the trope. It might have a trope, but we are not necessarily focusing on the theme of the book. We are just following the character through life. And I have so many examples in my head. I have Zainab Takes New York. We also have Ghost by Dolly Alderton. That's the difference between plot driven and character driven. I hope that's clear. Now, the next term I'm going to talk about is one that's quite popular. So if you've been on the book space for a long time, you will know this one. This is DNF, which means did not finish. These are books that you just couldn't get through them. You couldn't understand them. Probably the characters were annoying you, or there was no plot, or nothing was coming forth. Do you understand? Books that you decided to stop reading either halfway or when you're 10 pages in or 5 chapters in. DNF means did not finish. Books that you've decided to not stress and not bother. And to be honest, I feel like we need to invest more time into books that we like. But most times the issue is when I decide to DNF a book and be like, okay, let me just pull through. Sometimes it ends up being good, but most times it ends up being terrible. And then I'm like, why didn't I just DNF this book from the beginning? So when you hear people be like, oh, I DNF'd this book, or this is my DNF list, they're talking about books that they did not finish. So yeah, I hope you've learned something. Okay, last term on my list is manuscript. This is defined as the original work of an author, either written or typed out before it is published and designed and sold and all of that, before it becomes an arc. The manuscript is the raw, yeah, let me put it like that, the raw version of an author's work, one that hasn't been edited, as the writer is just raw work. Yeah, so that's what manuscript is, and that's literally the last term for this video. This was really short and I actually really enjoyed it. This might actually be a new series since I'm bringing back Learn With Me videos, but I really want to make Learn With Me videos really short and not too long. But if you want it to be longer, just let me know, okay? I will be pleased pleased to sit down and talk about anything I'm learning or anything I've researched recently. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, and if you want more, let me know, like I said, and I hope to see you in my next Learn With Me videos. And if you've learned anything new, let me know in the comment section. If you haven't liked this video yet, what are you waiting for? Like it right now. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in my next video. Bye. Mwah, mwah, mwah.